that. Soul being expedited from hell. Oh shit, you finna break down the rhyme, you can't tell. Pulling buckets and drip up from the well, that's liquid. If your cup half empty, but I intended to fill it. Bear witness, we'll be here with this for over a minute. They stand over words that were spoke, staring at the menace. Boy, he a menace. Club up until they establishment. Establishment down in big minutes. Few live around here, you know a few tenants. Quiet is kept, now that's penance. He acted irate towards the judge at the end of the sentence. Succulent fun bags, juggling the hand exercises over the year. dirty bird. Subserve what you heard. Mind got curved. Serve what you heard. Negativity led. Wait, it's in the spurt. Got a moment. Keep singing like they sing if I wasn't showing the comments to which the planet's direction they gon' owe. And if they pass by, they would just happen to know it. Capital form. Got this shit up the time going. You thought you did, but you never even really knew it. Words spit quickly. Investor cities coming off like controlling who do it. Better to know. Wake up ahead of the pack or ahead of the situation and off the head we know. 4, 5, 6 constantly roll. 3 dice grab by the night. A whole bunch of years on the sentence of the bit he ain't like. Hey yo, put on the fight. You know how they gonna get up. How they saying your language, you a unyata. Dispose of the situation, not the respect, bro. Misunderstood. Didn't say brother called you a female city supporter. You a bro. What the fuck? Pull the straps off of her. Let them know how it's supposed to be before it happened. It was so fast, it's accommodated blood. Accommodations to her, making a way. Path was set, currency was fed to the machine. Save the day, stay in the way. Original music, they got the mic on display. Bring it away. If it was wrong, but it was all alright today. pieces of shit lying in the sun. Crusty, done, dead, crumbled to crumbs. Almost upon our 1 year anniversary, 10 months ago, ding dong, the witch is dead. Rehearsing shit that was said, you couldn't figure this out without no leg. Put in the tank. Where UN is not united and under this thing, you should think. Where did they bring it? Where was it going? To which you have seen, you did not know, so all of a sudden they got a character in spawn. Bobby Boucher, crashing in a way. Jets moving fast, stay off the runway. Caution me. Underlay, it's on today. But this one from the crime we ain't never seen. See, zigzags, but not ready. Real me this, rebel me that. You went in the situation like it was a fact. If you didn't have it, where was the art that? You put up the brush, but didn't put the hard hat. Working on site, seen an accident. Like that was 3 days away from what they was supposed to say. Might we just take a moment to analyze precise? To analyze precise. Notice at the end of the day. See it at the end of the dawn. What you want? Until it's gone. Mass dispersive. One thumbs up on purpose. Looking for reaction. I think it's that. Fat extra with the bag and just still trying to be petty. Sucking on the tip from a distance, I let she, not he. The fuck is that? Nigga D-riding every day, that's a fact. And about that other motherfucker that I saw, we know. I see everything. That all means that you dick ride on the low for everyone. Shit. He said start a porno with that other bitch and no gun. If I didn't say it this way, it'd be no fun. bag of dope. Quote me for this. They didn't put up what was said. You can't see it, so you pissed. In the air and the wind. plus the fan, and then the sheets is yellow, look like the type. That listen heavily, my words were jello. Call me Cosby, something in the cup. Oddly, it changed in this way. Didn't understand it then, but carry it away. By 6. KJ 3 times salute. Yes, it's an assist. Put this in this. See if you caught or hit the target and actually miss 7 times. Up in the way, you never find. Benevolent minds. Cryptic designs, moving the signs. Cryptic designs, move with the signs. All for the fact. They only keep the ledger down so long that then the day started. Move with this shit, they ain't seen it, quickly departed. Hot, say for off, and I can say off man, the system belongs to me, moves with retarded. Hardly on some small shit. Definitely died quick. If it was well, we dodged it. Pulling in the lodge with the green on them, all legit. Couldn't see off the top of the scene for the spit. Called them a spick and split. Left the way it was meant to be. Just me and the sleeves, just the paper days. Yes, sir, this is when you face, kitchen with the James Murphy took the shot. Where the concerns be. Survival of the fittest, that's what concerns see. And shit, for what they said. Chill vibes, ain't nothing, just playing it down. Back to getting bread. Passing the fifth, deny that shit. He a pacifist, or pacifist. Out on the field, trapped and moving, caught him on the assist. They can call and get the metamorphosis. Where the office is, we need that Addy. Drove away from the CEO to get to CO in a caddy. Push my way in a charge out to Cali. Now what have we? Are we going back like bigger hell? Better yet, nah, ain't got that plan for 2 shots taken and who's in the box that pop and then just claim we're gonna come back. Well, that's the story of Jesus believers. We never conceived the fist. In the mind sitting on the side, you ain't even really got the time to decline. Just analyze and find something that you might see. That was charged as a fine. I paid it lately. Constantly in the right move like Spike Lee to do the right thing. Hit him with the right knee and the left hook. Lyrically, UFC over the no look into the book. Check the mind. 2 halves of what we said. Create a design. They didn't get that without the brush to see this road shit. This shall have you recline in yours and see the fit to come around our circle and try to box the kid. Go back a bit to the corner. Imagine that. Going between Wyckoff and Gowalla. For the I double N off the day. Sit there with no sin. Ho told me that they was gonna tell them about the charge from the concierge. Constant barge moving this way. From the gut reverse this tailgate situation that they don't know. Pushing through the water with constant flow. Tons of lyrical weight and say. Catching off day. Starts off the alphabet, okay. Moving through the lyrical convoy like a motorcade. You ain't got no motor, you gon' walk. Never get to the K. Yo, Slice got caught by some other. The ratio from the circumference to the math was he didn't add up to the rubber. Why would they say it was like the closest subtracting other? GI versus Cobra. In the animation I watched over and over. Good versus evil. Knowing half the battle was more than the sequel. Anticipate their next moves as if it were chess, 5-dimensional thought, 7 heads a step, or a head by 7. Said that on the 7th, that's jackpot. Open like dash 1-1. Hold up, that's stacked up. Dollar on dollar. Until it makes a rack and put a rack on another. Iraq just got attacked by Iran, but I never took a hesitant step towards my brother. Picked that up from the cane, sold that at 13. Big Daddy in a situation, watch the frame. Hat proper, move like Hoffa. Y'all ain't got half of the heart, bruh. And look here, sis. Ma didn't make that a problem. I got my own nemesis, and remember this. For the family, I raised a fist. And disconnect somebody, you're an outlaw for sure. You know it's always about that war. Keeping it raw, reverse it. Nah, bring it back. Nah, I don't care. Indecisive with the way we hit the first hit. And recline, analyze every time. If they ain't got it, then they wouldn't know it was already mine before you claimed it. Who stated? Like Saddam Hussein. Fire faction. Fire methods of faction for the lieutenant. Equate the snitch and tell who did it. If I wasn't to expose the truth over a minute, what was to say? How was I? Okay, they're finished. See, leave door for open, no stone unturned. Better yet, hold up, wait, grab the wheel, make sure we make the turn. 45 degrees, you never know. Must have skipped that class. Paying attention to the situation, they gotta ask, but if you do, unintended to know it was true in response, they came with a flash. And then they ain't see the situation. Alright, sight. Never raised my soul a lot too light. Using my might to keep the truth. Stay on the righteous path. They know it. They heard it in the booth. Paused by. Hold up, wait. No, they walked in. Kinda shy. Timid all in the eye. They ain't see it from mine. Know what? Man, the feeling is like I told them right from the gut. Is that art? A question is put there on art. Couldn't see it if it wasn't lit up back in the back. Hold up, wait. That was the ground. Rolling them that way too. It's smoking and air covering the town. They couldn't see it, you ain't know. AKA Smokey Joe, rapping flow. Got them when they thought they was getting away, but look at the ostritanus. Wait, no, they can't contain us. Figured that they would get this in the frame. Buzz is lost. infinity and yours. Hold on, no wait, was that ours? Check it, beloved. Yeah, yeah, she got another in the oven. They collecting off the government. Hustling. But by breathing more life to the subject of misery, I guess it's that for sure, because the company got them spinning dizzily throughout the atmosphere. They ain't bring it down to a simplistic, hold on, wait, what we got in gear. Now that's just another portion. Imagine that the wolf pack was talking about the one that had the rest, but they forgot about it. This shit happened often. Close the door to the coffin, killed it. That was all off a different feeling, a distant reeling. What you caught on your line, something for you to speak, keep up the design, and fishing for thought. Cass done brought the big show. And the shit here is mental sport. Span and spit. Cleaning detergents and shit. God laid no. Hold up, wait. To stay holy next to this whole fingers part of the cord they was tripping on. According to which way they was getting it, it's gone. I know what happened before they said it. It was in the song. Look into the palms, get yourself a good read. That bitch was a dog dragging herself across the carpet bleeding. It's a cold world we live in. I do my walls crazy. Press the button to the elevator, rise to a different level, maybe stay high for sure. Yellow on the complex, they seen the source, they don't know the force. Hold up, of course. It's gun get taken out of context. Now wait, if you gon' get the gun, then you best flex. Had them raise the pipe right. If you see your target, you might go bullseye. This is from the situation in the video caught off the CC. Now, could I contest? Never stood against one of my own in the flesh. Took the stand, raised the right hand, tell the truth to the man. That's his story, happened in the past. That's all gory, happened for this situation. Horror movie. Hold on, they try to move me. I'm statue-like. Check all the numbers I put, and the stats is right. Check it, max the light, but they don't see no more. Head the airy. How that was a sign, lie for a situation. She was a Leo, this is Carrie. Off the board, this is carried off by Jim. See, under the face, they saw the green within the envy of the mask from the beginning of the yellow. Oh shit, that was in the suit, a movie, hold on, yellow. How we doing today? The word is focused, keep them on the SAT. Represent the IQ, let them know it's me. Who that? If I got you on record, like ever for being fake, move back. Text nothing. You just observing, listening, watching over my lyrical discussion I have with rhyme itself. Hip hop is a treasure. You ain't got that in your belt. No knot you can pull. So if you ever been fake with me, get the bull charge out the way. I'm not mad at y'all. I'm a regular cool ass matador. Y'all come with the bullshit. I got the red cape at the floor, kicking off the dust. Y'all go charging by. I look at it, stab you like it's a must. But it wasn't in the back, actually to the side. Move your shit to the side. Catch a rose. I'm getting my flowers with pride. They couldn't see it. Go ahead, slide. I dare them. Give them the addy to the Electric Avenue. Scare them. Hold up, wait. Use the fashion till we no longer find it a trend. Where you gonna go with this? They don't know. I don't know. But it's in the mist. You must have missed the whole point of view. My perception is what I do. Hold on, you stepped in, you got caught. True. Trap house music. Oh, you in an apartment, you in a condominium, you in some other place under the bridge, you in troll there, right? I used it, fused it proper, that's power. You couldn't get close to this, please stop accumulating. Seen it like they was ovulating. Wait, who's waiting? Must be Satan, I'm on my godly. Yep, I see him right there oddly, until there's nothing left to be even. Should I say the name? Feel it in yourself, leave him bleeding right from the neck. Why? Because I'm headless with this disrespect. Off the set. Put two S's at that like we represent for them Germans. SS soldiers. Now you ain't work fit, you a worm fit. In the ground problem. I light up my blunt, keep these lyrics non-stop. But wait, hold up, no, pause, fakes. Always get seen as jakes like in the street. I try to hop out quick, arrest somebody for something. All false accusations, even though we had the drugs bumping. Just another political function, get caught in a cycle. The system don't like you. Raised by that, right you? Probably understand, cause you on the other side with your hand raised, looking to tell, oh shit, well, turn the gun off phase, put it to dead. You tracked with the star on the wrong way, came up against the captain, tried to raise something to the weight up. Nah, he played the Fed. I'm fed up with the way they try to run in, raid him, raiding. All of a sudden it's shocking. Fly across like, I fucking got him. I knew they was gonna play that shit to the back, try to put the knife where it was. Hold up, nah, this moment, thought you was Caesar with the leaf around you. And I'm not a believer, you act like a diva, I treat you like a bitch. Give a fuck about it, pour soda over your head and your wig can sit to the side. Fuck, I fly across that foul line like Jordan. 2 threes in the, hold up, wait, that was 23 days ago, or the months or the years, it doesn't matter if I stay scoring. Y'all all boring if we talking it. But I don't really attack those that ain't caught in it. So hold up, wait, the scorching shit get left by the flame. You seen the earth and where the fire, the gloss, all of that and burned down. It was part of the game you was looking to obscene. I mean, damn, obtain. It's obscene the way we do it on the scene. And you couldn't get a nickel's worth of thought dime on the punctuation for stopping it if you ever brought to the frame something like pain, claiming you could do the picture. Picture that's something you ain't. So I'ma leave that in the scripture. Oh, wait, yeah. Like my blunt in a moment back in time, I'll get with you. This already happened, a glitch in the matrix. I rap on the 7th, you constantly say 6, 6, 6, and look for a trauma. You looking to cause that like a DR, doctor of sort. Wait, no, you, see, when ya figure it out, righteous persona, neglected all that shit you brought about. Don't wanna hear it, you don't know now. But hold up, all upon the gasoline, you wet as now you douse down, and that's a match. Equal as I be with mines. I put certain people to test the lines of reality with the tribulation. And if it wasn't that we were judged by another, why shouldn't I judge my occupation and make that the same and see if you pass the test? The grandson of the pastor, yes, I done heard the preaching, sat there for the teaching, pastor that picked it up, collected it to each and every one of their own on the zone. You pray to him, you pray to them, you do what? Oh, come on, show them. Better than you can tell them, no problem. Righteous when I'm doing this, Magellan follow. Magellan follow? Now hold up, wait, it was mixed with magenta, so therefore the color came out maroon. Out the hollow in your vein, you didn't see it, my platoon. Stay to the darkness, we cloak with the art, sit and collaborate our part. You move strategies, route, run, shit. If this isn't that, well, that was an increment from what was left behind. Flush it, they didn't see it, son. Stunk up the place. That's what I'm dropping at, from some lyrical waste. Right there in your face, or probably popped upon your ear, yeah. It's different with this here. Around this spear on this rock that we flying, you cannot see nor deny it. My IQ is what's the artifact inside its instrument. I mean, it's interesting if you didn't play it and didn't hear it, Vic. Now that's musical expression. If you didn't know, I had to tell you so. Another lesson upon another lesson. Where we at then? The university, I stopped guessing. Yes, it's him, man. Said all that at the 38th minute.
stop this shit. Oh, fuck out.
Check this. I was open for the pass, but didn't get the assist. They pushed away the assist. We didn't win that game. Damn. Imagine this and how it would feel if you was in that frame. Can you make the picture? If teamwork made the dream work, and you going solo, does that mean that I'm with you or just running behind? Follow up on the situation. You should subscribe to a thought. Together, this has been made in civilization, coexistence, and me speaking, so you know that you caught that. Once a kid, now a full-grown man from New York in these mountains, high off the situation, countless mounts of blunts, being blunt, talking about whatever we want. Hold up, never front or approach his fate. You might analyze and cut the head off a snake. You venomize them, that's no problem. Make them realizing that make them realize that we real wiser. Oh shit, hold up, wait, no Budweiser. But the bud make me wiser than I used to be. Crazy, haven't had no liquid, nothing to drink in 3. Going on that, and 3 times 3, that's 9. Got a Glock in the window seal right there, cocked off safety. Keep that in mind. You don't want to play the bullet. Get shot out the chamber at the target. Yeah, my aim is to the fullest. Oh man. Good sits, great ciphers. Oh goodness, wish I could bring back that girl that likes us. Hell of a woman, G-Ma, you never seen her. C-Pop, they all seen it raw playing a different type of movie. Some short scene like that didn't have the accolades of how they ever came up to play it like Scooby. What's the machine? For what mystery was unseen, it's all been solved. Y'all ain't get it around. Pulled up that, seen him, now he's been exposed all about town. Wow. Never polished the crown. Let it keep its kink and dent. They try to take it off, cut your head off, and leave it by the guillotine's blade set. In their ways, so am I, stubborn upon this. Yep, couldn't see it if it wasn't a maze for a mage to make it out in the spelling ways. Now hold up, was that the B? Get this thing. Told you I was the unmentioned member. Hold on, wait. That's the thing. They ain't drained the swamp. Trump all these situations by playing it, sitting at the table. If it's poker that you want, then watch the face. Run up on them on the 6. Then they got buried. Lyrical let go. Just riding and continue the situation, seeing it like it was. Therefore, consignment off a situation that you knew to study for. Blindly, pass the assignment off. Oh man, folders is here. Next course, you seen confidential across it. Let's tape it off. That IQ don't even make it this way. From north to south, back to the port of the east. Been there, seen the beast. And peace in the west. Hold up, wait. You seen the finger with 2 of those? That was a shot at his vest. He had level 3, yes. We blocking those for crazy. If that wasn't an accolade written by someone else from analyzing my skill set, then I couldn't say amazingly. They knew what I was doing. Another black man on his regular movement. The affirmation you get's nothing around and losing while we winning. If it wasn't meant to be, I would have died a long time ago. Let's get back to the beginning. Not that for time, so unless it was wasted extinction. Put the EX in front of that and catch everything in that clip, fam. Malik, I respect, but damn, why we try to kill he who speak on this mic for the bet of what was lost, $250,000, $250? Oh, that's crazy, that's illy. Should have been for less than $1 million or more for that, really. Papa Willie, you feel me? Biking through the thought, cycling over the situation. They know not, so they got caught right in New York. Blam, shot down. 2 gauge, that's 12. Add that up, 24. That was my high school number at the door. Oh man, damn Manny. Too many ricochets off the shotgun. Tore his face to Linguini. Or check the linguistics. Yo, we had to make a move, let it go. Hey yo, before the feds caught up and got involved in our business. Out that maze, I told you the spell was made by the mage, and you've seen them to get promoted as a wizard, like Jordan back in it. Just get played with a lizard, that's crazy, so exquisite and different, you couldn't get it. Hold on, wait. I got them focusing on the patience for their faith. Or was it your fate? In response to you acting fake. Fast responses don't happen. They showed up too late. He was blue in the face. They put the gun to him and the bullets got ejected. Another life wasted. Damn. Is it this or is it that? Or is it the side of the road as a replacement? I had to say it. Just went lyrically singing. Brought it back. The quarterback dropped out the pocket to see what the wide receiver was saying. I've been killing it, Jason.
Denver, we wear our mile-high heart every day.
Yeah, to all the killers and the $100 billers.
Yo, yeah. But we ain't want to hear that, so we put that in.
Star Report. I am your host, the illustrious and praiseworthy Star, shining bright for all to see. Okay, folks,
Six
Friday
left.
evening, and we are going off the rails. This more than likely will be a throwaway show. And let me say early, I don't give a fuck. Okay, I'm feeling great. I had that old nigga nap earlier, so here I am, okay? Top story. Rashawn Casey, aka DJ Envy, accused of payola. Ooh, child. Payola. The most vile and vicious thing that a air personality or DJ can do. This can stop the license of a terrestrial radio station. I am going to talk about payola and in depth. I have before in the past, but let me just say, I have no scores to settle, contrary to rumors and gossip and popular belief. I never paid DJ Envy a dime. We had a blow up back in 2006. I crashed out. But I got my money from Clear Channel, you know the story, Troy Terrain, New York Times. I'm not quoting no prices, all right? But I want to talk to you guys about his accusations, and there are other people who, with regards to real estate fraud, money laundering, wire fraud, all sorts of things that he is being charged with, along with Cesar Pina, okay, by way of these lawsuits. I want to try and educate some of you, if I can. And the most important thing is filing an FCC complaint. If you need assistance, contact me. I do this not by way of malice or spite. I have a 501c3, the Snitch Network. You should know this, all right? But payola, he's being accused of this. Again, the credit dude, he's saying that he paid DJ Envy over $500K with promises to be on the radio and to be promoted. That is an FCC violation. I don't know the credit due, but young man, if you need assistance, this is what I do. This is not, malice or spite. If you need someone to testify on your behalf, to supply you with information for a discovery or a deposition, reach out to me. I don't want to reach out to him because that could look like I'm trying to do something that's not ethical, all right? But if anybody knows the credit due, reach out and let's have a conversation. Tony the Closer, who I talk to, quite often. Tony the Closer is also being sued. Pardon me. The credit dude is being sued by DJ Envy. If I didn't mention that. Tony the Closer, he's also being sued by DJ Envy. I'm a little jealous. I've been kicking in Envy's back. Where's my lawsuit? Where's my cease and desist? I am the last person that Rashawn Casey wants to sue because not only will I expose him, but others at Clear Channel, now known as iHeart. So, I want to talk about this tonight, and it's not just money when we're talking payola. And the history of payola, in case you don't know, Alan Freed, you should know this name, if not Google it, went to jail. Frankie Crocker. he was accused of payola. I forgot if Frankie did jail. I think he did jail time with regards to accepting money. It may have been James Brown, I forget. But payola, again, is a very, very serious offense. And anybody who's an air personality, even the board operator, or a DJ, you have to sign these forms if you work at a terrestrial station, saying that you will not accept money and or gifts. Gifts. That's a no-no. If you're new to my show, once upon a time, a box from Bad Boy came over back in the early days of my radio career, and someone at the station said, "Hey, Star, there's a box right there of champagne that came over from Bad Boy." And I said, "Oh, okay." And the person said, "Well, it's for you." I said, "Well, what is it?" And they said, "It's Cristal." And I said, "Isn't that payola if I accept that?" And the person who was, one of the executives looked at me and smiled. And I just said, "No, thanks." Drake, Drizzy Drake, Champagne Poppy, does he send champagne to DJs? And if they accept it, that's payola. Think about that. Cardi B has been talking about paying people for airplay. That's payola. Cardi B could literally fuck up somebody's career if she wanted to by telling who she paid, according to her, okay? Also, accepting gifts in exchange for anything, promotion, any type of acknowledgement on the radio, that is a no-no. That is an FCC violation. What I see going on social media, Instagram, that's nice. That's great. Many of the people that you see that are filing lawsuits, I actually help those people get lawyers, or I help them file pro se lawsuits to then get a lawyer. That's what I do, Snitch Network. But it's deeper, payola, and there's still people out there who may have given something to Rashawn Casey, aka DJ Envy, in exchange for airplay or any type of acknowledgement on the radio, okay? Let me also say with regards to payola, hold on a second, I gotta get my notes together here. Once upon a time, for those of you who know my radio journey, it wasn't me just shutting people down from doing shout-outs. We had a funeral on the Star and Buckwald show, but the shout-out, I would not let people do shout-outs. And my team over the years, no shout-outs, because see, people would always try to approach me and my team to play songs and play music. I would not accept money. And I had a rule. After I did a 4-hour fucking show in the mornings, to people that I knew in the streets, don't call me after the show to talk about the show, and then to tell me, yo, so-and-so, they want to spend some money with you. No, go to the sales department, and then let the sales department come to me. Don't come to me thinking we're gonna do something under the table. I literally had to shut down the shout-outs, not just because of people wanting to tell about shit that I did on the streets, but because of the payola factor. It's real, okay? So I want to say that. Now, showrunner. Woo! I need time, folks. I'm going to do a lot of talking here before the show. I'm going to give you some context, okay? I see you guys on the phone. Sit tight. I see you via Cash App and PayPal. Thank you for your early support. But just let me talk my talk. Lionel Richie versus Luther Vandross. From time to time, we do our own little versus battles here on the Star Report. We have over the years going back to the Star Chamber. So earlier today, I was driving one of my classic cars, and I had my laptop on the front seat, and I'm listening to 60s lounge music, which is some of my favorite music, the French horns, the trumpets, bum, 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 bum. I'm smoking a cigar, and my car is pointing at the ocean. Now, for those of you who have classic cars like myself, you know that certain people, well, I'll just say older people, even the older Karens, oh my God, what year is that? And because I love, cars from the 60s and early 70s. I'll have a conversation about the vehicle, but I started listening to Lionel Richie after I listened to my 60s lounge music, right? And I said, holy shit, I forgot about some of his hits. Monster hits. I saw the Commodores, kids, Madison Square Garden with the Manhattans and the Emotions. They opened up for the Commodores. Woo! Whoa, zoom. I like to fly far away from here. They did all the hits. Just to be close to you, girl. So Lionel Richie's always been my guy. I met him once upon a time. He came through Kiss FM when I was working at Hot 97. We had a great conversation. Lionel Richie, in case you don't know, 4 Grammy Awards, monster hits, his tours. He was the first person to receive an RIAA Diamond Album Award. The first person, okay? Literally a game changer. Headlining tours running with The Night, 1984, The Outrageous Tour, 1986, in concert, so on and so on and so on. Solo albums, Can't Slow Down, 1983, Lionel Richie, 1982, Dancing on the Ceiling, woo! 1986. Dancing on the ceiling, right? So this is my guy, man. This is my guy, Lionel Richie. And again, monster hits with the Commodores. I'm going back tonight in case you don't know who these people are. Just sit back and give me some fucking space, okay? The Machine Gun album, 1974. Court Act, 1975. The Commodores, 1997. Natural High, 1978. Brick House, you know the monster hits. So then I started thinking, I said, well, who would be a good person on the show tonight to go up against Lionel Richie? And then at first I said Babyface. And very quickly I said, nah, that nigga's trash. Then I started really thinking, I said, uh-oh. Luther Vandross. I met him once upon a time when he came up to Hot 90s, Kiss FM. And I was working Hot 97. I came out just to shake that man's fucking hand. Now, Luther didn't write a lot of his music. However, 8 Grammy Awards. Hold on, let's take our time. 8 Grammy Awards. Let me just say that again. We don't care about Luther's sexual orientation. A man of class, stature, elegance. Hang on a second, let me just drop a fucking bomb on you in case you don't know, okay? Soul Train Awards, Hollywood Walk of Fame, National Rhythm and Blues Hall of Fame. And then I started thinking, I said, wait a minute, Troy, wait. Your favorite band is Rush. Rush, I saw them 28 times live. Had dinner with them, worked with them, you know the story. My second favorite band, Chic. Bernard Edwards, Nile Rodgers, Tony Thompson. And then I remember that Luther Vandross, along with Fonzie Thornton, Norma Jean Wright, Alpha Anderson, and Lucy Martin, that was the core vocal unit for Chic, Luther Vandross. So, I'm asking you tonight because honestly, Lionel Richie's my guy, but I wouldn't be mad if some of you say no star Luther Vandross, right? And if anybody's out there from the New York tri-state area, and you listen to WBLS back in the days, 107.5, if you said the wrong thing about Luther Vandross out in public, some of those old mammies would punch you in your shit. Pow! Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Can I get an amen in the live chat? A chair is still a chair. Whitney Houston sang her praises and respected the vocal ability. And again, the impact of Luther Vandross. Okay, so that's where we're going tonight. Coming up a little later, let me just put something on the screen here. I'm not going to say this person's name because they are trying to wipe this person out of history. Pow! Look at that showrunner. If you call in and if you know about this person, Don't say her name because these audio algorithms are listening. Good evening, Troll Babies. Do you guys know that name? What a pioneer, huh? Is she foundational Black American? I forget. I don't know. I know her contributions to society are so unique, huh? Have they done a movie on her life? I don't know. I'm just gonna say she was a librarian, okay? You guys know who that person is? Or what? Pardon me, was? Born in 1929. Born in Philly, huh? Born in Philly, died in Philly. Okay. All right. Also, sit tight. I see you guys on the phone. I feel like talking.
Show me the Kansas
and I want
City
to lay
Chiefs.
something out here also with regards to football. Someone left a comment trying to denounce the stats and the impact of Joe Namath, aka Broadway Joe. Young man, I'm not going to call you names. I'm not going to try and belittle you. But here's the thing. What Joe Namath did once upon a time, and not just with the New York Jets, but with football, it does not compare to the football players of today. I know a lot of you guys, you think because you can name drop this person, that person, who's got endorsement deals, and you know all the little T, yada, yada, yada. That's fine. That's where the game is. Joe Namath played a different type of football. His numbers far exceed the stats of today. Even if you compare the stats, there's no comparison. You literally today play flag football. Flag football in comparison to the days of Joe Namath, Dick Butkus, who just passed away, R.I.P., O.J. Simpson, Jack Youngblood. Anybody know who Jack Youngblood was in that goddamn live chat? Jack Youngblood played with, was it a broken fibula in 1979? Against the Cowboys, he played the Rams. A broken fibula. Not just in that game, but also in the game after that. Left-handed, we know if left-handed's out there. I think they played the 49ers. After that, he played, went to the Super Bowl, played with the broken fibula, and then played in the goddamn Pro Bowl. That was a different football. Don't tell me about your fucking numbers today like that's the beginning and the end. Football players once upon a time couldn't play the amount of years that Tom Brady has played. With all due respect, Tom Brady, one of the greatest, if not the greatest, I'll give you that. But Terry Bradshaw played in a different fucking era, a different type of football. As I said, clotheslining, spearing with the helmet, clipping. I gave up on football because it became a pussy game. Dan Marino, you've heard me kick Dan Marino's back in. I liked him at first, and I said, damn, he's talented, but he couldn't get the job done. I had to cut him loose. I then started paying attention to Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman was the last one to take the hits. After him, all of the rules, everything changed. You guys get turf toe. Oh, he's out for 2 weeks. Or how long were they out for turf toe now? You're going to jeopardize the endorsement deals, huh? The last thing I want to say with regards to, hold on a second, professional football. So to the female commentators, sportscasters, what's her name? She wears the lopsided wig. Pam something. Salute to her. Sometimes you can see her fucking tracks in the goddamn heat. With all due respect, I don't want to hear a female telling me about football. No. That's like me trying to sit here and tell you what it's like to push a newborn through my fucking uterus. I can't tell you because I have no knowledge of pushing a baby through my fucking uterus. Okay, I just want to say that, young man, because you left a comment with regards to Joe Namath's stats, and please educate yourself, right? Okay, phone lines open. We're talking tonight. Whew. Let me get my sip on early. How you guys doing in the live chat, huh? Okay. And we're gonna also be talking about some other things here tonight because again, it's Friday, okay? Jamal got your donation. Oh, okay. Thank you, Jamal, but don't say her name. I'm not gonna say her name. You know what's going on? Okay. They're trying to erase her from fucking history. They're trying to get her out of here with critical race theory and all sorts of shit. Thank you for your donation, Jamal. If you call in, don't say her name. James, I got your donation, sir. I saw you in the mall, and I was strapped. You was okay. Which mall, sir? I'm always out and about. Which mall? You know, I'm not gonna talk that gun talk, sir. But my stock answer when somebody says, "Yo, I saw you," you know what I say? Why didn't you do something? What are you waiting on? Thank you for your donation. Hey, Sherry, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Okay. And Varnell, I got your donation as well, all right? Okay. Luther Vandross versus Lionel Richie tonight. Area code 413. Good evening. DJ Envy accused of scamming in Paola. Are you there?
Yo, what up, Star? Fan of the Cannon Man.
Hey, what's up, man? What's cracking? Let's get to it.
I was actually, I follow that guy, the credit builder. I was actually gonna send it to you.
Okay.
The credit dude, yeah, he's been going in. Like, dude has lost $500,000 dealing with these two bozos. And I mean, bro must have been involved with them somehow. I mean, you know the rundown, but I was actually gonna send it to you, but I thought you was off of the whole like DJ Envy topic. You know what I mean? I didn't think you was still gonna bump him.
Panna, listen. I appreciate No, listen to me. I appreciate you. I've always got time for the bullshit. I don't give a fuck if it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Send it to me via email, okay? I got time for this. I got time for the bullshit. Come on.
It seems as if like, man, Envy's gonna go down, like, and in all reality, he will get Donkey of the Day. That's gonna be crazy. At some point, he will get Donkey of the Day, Donkey of the Decade.
Okay.
And I don't know. I mean, just on the, I don't know if you want to talk about PCD. I don't know.
Absolutely. Hold on. Pan, it's Friday night. Did you see that old nigga in the back of the goddamn police vehicle talking already?
He wants to cut a deal. Let's make a deal. Like, yo, he's ready to talk. Like, I don't know if his lawyer has been his lawyer for like at least the past 15 years. Like,
Update. Edie Fall is trying to get him a different lawyer. Come on, Patty, get up to speed.
Oh, wow, you dropped the bombshell. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Edie Fall ain't trying to mess with him? Damn.
Well, he's trying to help him get another lawyer because, you know, listen, he's talked himself into the penitentiary. What am I supposed to do with you? You know, you're going to do some time. What, are you going to give up anybody? I mean, where are we going? I'm sure that has been the conversation. If you're not going to say, Brother Love, Diddy, what are we doing? Go ahead. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, how much like factual evidence does he have on Brother Love? Like, can he really provide some factual evidence on Brother Love? Honestly, man, I don't think so. 2024, 2025, 2026, Brother Love is here to stay. He ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? He hasn't gone anywhere since then. So, you know, P. Diddy's gonna be here. You know, he's laughing right now at P. Diddy. You know? And just to touch on that.
Hang on a second. We're gonna stay focused, even though I'm sipping and you're doing whatever you're doing. Did you see Keefe D sitting on the art of dialogue. Huh? He had on his sunglasses. Damn, man, show a nigga some love, brother, love. You fucked up my life. He said, did he fucked up his life? Did you catch that?
Yeah. I seen that, man. Like, and the same thing with, I don't know if this is an old interview, like Mob James basically said Suge Knight did the same. Like, they are at the place right now where they were prior to them getting involved with Death Row. Suge Knight, he was, the bro was in tears. Yeah. Mob James was in tears when he did the Vlad interview. Yeah. He said he don't got $1,000. He don't even got a rat. You know what I'm saying? Like, so all
rats must die. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. All of this with Suge Knight, like, led to nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of the Mob Pirus got any type of, like, compensation from Death Row. Like, I mean, during the time, they was balling, popping bottles, New Jordans, you know what I'm saying? Hanging out.
Yeah.
But come on, when we talking about guns and butter, that ain't butter, that's guns. Like, we want the butter. You know what I'm saying? Okay. The butter is what is a substance, you know?
Right.
None of them got no butter right now. Yeah, but
Hannah, before you go, I have to ask you. We've had conversations in the past. Luther Vandross versus Lionel Richie. Your choice, please.
Easy like Sunday morning.
Ooh.
Lionel. Easy like Sunday morning, man. It's funny, my lady, you know what I'm saying? She was singing it the other day. I had to correct her. She said something crazy. She was like, oh, easy like Sunday morning. So, you know, yeah, but that's the track right there. You know what I'm saying? Easy like Sunday morning, man. Team Lionel all the way.
Can I ask, how long have you been married or with your significant
Oh,
other?
no. We're not married. We've been together for like 5 years.
Does she know the classic Still by Lionel Richie? Still.
Nah, I'm fooling her. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
She's young, you know?
Hannah. I don't know whether you smoke, drink. I don't know what you do. Sniff is none of my fucking business. Throw on Still when you're with her. And let her listen to that. It'll fuck her head up. I'm fuck at her still.
I'm gonna throw that on tonight, man. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? And give her that pipe.
Good to talk to you, man. Thank you. Thanks for tapping in. Thank you.
All right. Hey, yup.
I do love you. Da 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 da. Hold on. What year did that come out? This is a tough goddamn decision here.
84.
Yeah, what album? That was off of the Commodores album. 1979. Oh, Midnight Magic. Kids, do you mind if I just ramble here for a second? The Commodores was the second band, the second concert at Madison Square Garden that I ever saw. The first concert was Kiss. I wanna rock and roll all night, down and party. Kids in Service of Satan. That's what we used to say. Kids stood for. Gene Simmons on bass guitar, Ace Frehley on guitar, Paul Stanley, and Peter Criss. Second concert I saw in Madison Square Garden, the Commodores, the Manhattans, and the Emotions. It blew my fucking mind. But again, I've never seen Luther Vandross in concert, but I know he used to get down for his crown, you know. We don't care if he was a pole smoker. We don't give a fuck. That was Luther, right? Troll Babies, Luther Vandross, or Lionel Richie, before I go any further. No, I didn't care for Guns N' Roses. I thought they were trash, to be honest with you. Well, and which album was that when, what did Axl Rose say? Niggers and police, stay out of my way. Don't want to buy none of your gold chains today. Whoa! Whoa! He started getting some heat, and then they put out a video. He starts wearing an NWA Baseball cap, fuck out of here. Hold on a second, guys. Somebody just sent in $1 donation. Let me block you. Get the fuck out of here. David, I'm not gonna say your last name. Don't ever send me $1 again, okay? Fuck out of here. James, I got your donation. I'll donate. Please wear Buffalo Bills. Yeah, I wore Buffalo Bills hat a couple weeks ago. Are you really a Buffalo Bills fan? James, were you there with them through the years with Jim Kelly? Choking and choking and choking and choking. Say what you want to say about O.J. Simpson, but O.J. played football when football was football, huh? Thank you for your donation, sir. It's got area code 626. Folks, please stay on topic. We're going to go off the rails, but stay on topic coming out the gate, please. Good evening, are you there?
Yo, what's up, Star?
Yes, sir.
What's up, Star? You hear me, right? Yo, you know who it is. It's CB.
No, sir, I don't know who you are. Who are you? Who are you?
CB on the bar, aka the Vex Vagabond.
How are you, man?
What's
Let's
up,
go,
Star?
let's go.
Yo, I'm doing well. So I actually went and I looked at the individual that you got in the showrun.
Don't say the name or I will hang up on you. Don't say the name. Slow down.
Word. I noticed that this woman is very similar to actually my own mother when it comes down to the VHS tapes and having that order capability. Because when I went and researched the name and then I went on Wikipedia, I saw that she recorded some similar shows as my own mother did on VHS tapes back when they had like the TDKs and things of that nature. I can remember growing up and like seeing that she recorded like a bunch of Star Trek. Let's see, like, you know, different shows that have come on KDOC back in Los Angeles, and like you know, Matlock and Kojak and things of that nature. I guess it was just a boomer thing.
This
you know what I'm
woman
saying?
was recording news, sir. No, she was unique. And with all due respect, salute to your mom. This woman is a pioneer. Don't say her name, okay? What she
Why?
Hang on. What she did, she had such a passion for recording things. I think she had 5 or 6 apartments to store the material. Okay?
I'm hearing you, but I'm trying to see why is she being buried, in your opinion?
Easy. Okay, listen, go do some research. I don't want to talk with her. DJ Envy, are you up to speed on what's going on with him? Payola, he's being accused by the credit dude. That's my main topic.
Now, when it comes down to Envy, and his dealings with like the Breakfast Club or whatever, wherever I go, I've been to 40 states now. Wherever I go and they're playing Envy, I know that I'm in a room full of people who support minstrels. So, may Envy go down in flames, but it's only a matter of time.
Okay. Steve, you are a knowledgeable man, even though you're, how old are you again? I forget,
28.
28. Even if you you weren't around, but in your opinion, based upon your, knowledge or research or whatever, Luther Vandross versus Lionel Richie. Any thoughts, any opinions?
I'm giving it to Lionel Richie, hands down. Come on now. I even had a Commodore's album. I forget which one exactly, but it was given to me back when I started my record collection when I was in community college. So, yeah, Lionel Richie, hands down. Somebody even tried to, sing the other day. I was over here in Jacksonville, Florida. There was some person, it was in Atlanta sometime earlier this week, and someone tried to sing, the All Night Long joint. I was like, yo, Lionel Richie would not approve of that.
Okay.
Stop. For real, bro. And that man stopped. Some boomer. He had to stop.
CBR, great to talk to you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, salute, Star.
Thank you, man. Okay, CPR chat, man. Folks, my brain is fried. Please don't assume I know your voice. No disrespect to CPR. Good guy, he spends full of our time. Food, peace, and self-care. Got your donation. Caller is eating popcorn made from chest hairs. Okay. Someone else sent in a donation. I missed it. Pardon me, but thank you for your support. The credit dude. Young man, if you need anybody with knowledge of payola, I'm the guy. I'm not sure what your counterclaims are. I have not pulled your case or the case where Sean Casey is suing you. I'm almost certain he's trying to sue you for defamation, slander, something with regards to his business. You do have a right to gripe and complain if you were doing business with him. But however, if you were paying him by any form of electronic payment, that's wire fraud on top of payola. That's federal, okay? I would never accept money to fly me in or to drive in to New York City, wherever the case is been filed. I would not accept hotel or meals. But I will, I'll pop up and I'll sit in a deposition for hours to tell if you need someone. Star spelled backwards is rats. Friday night, we're going off the rails. Good evening, area code 305. Are you there? 305. Yes, no, maybe?
Yo, stop, what I do, fool?
Yes, sir, it was cracking.
Hey, man, but you was Suge Knight, DJ MV Ben KPD, man. He told on you for you to get locked up. You know what I'm saying? You've been living this thug life.
Yep. I'm the original crash out man. But I didn't pay anybody, so I don't have a gripe really, and I do not have a vendetta. But I am here to help. Come on.
Hey, that's true, but you know what I'm saying? Like, but you been solid though, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
Yeah.
you witnessed him at a party, he was scared to holler at you. He been
Oh,
that's what
you remember that? Yeah. Hang on. Yeah, 2009, I was at a club in New York City, just me and a sexy.
Hey, yo, shit.
Hang on. A sexy 25-year-old from St. Vincent. Just me and her. I'm at the bar, and here comes DJ Envy, about 10 niggas up in the DJ booth talking spicy. Remember that, huh? I went and go bang on the door. I said, "What's poppin'?" One of his whole ass, entourage comes down, and he says, "Nah, we good, Star. We don't want no problem." I said, "Well, what the fuck's up, man? I'm just here. What's cracking?"
Good thing you wasn't with but why probably would have slapped him.
Nah, I had Moses with me, but hang on, I don't want to talk about none of that because I have no scores to settle. But hey, man,
Yeah.
are you a Breakfast Club listener or a watcher? He's being accused of payola.
Nah, I just catch them clowns when Charlamagne give you donkey of the day when they just have highlights. That's it.
Right.
Otherwise, it ain't no like when you on live, I'm sitting there watching you and listening to your monkey shit.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. Otherwise, man, ain't nothing with them, dog. Like,
Okay.
man, it sucks. I guess now they're trying to go Hollywood with the king chairs and all that, man. What?
Yeah, salute.
Yeah, man.
But we talking about the FCC. We talking about the feds, the Department of Justice, and some other shit.
Of course. Hey, man, I love the feds. Man, my people's in the feds right now. But no, I love your little Luther Vandross and Lionel Richie concept, man. Man, Lionel Richie, hands down. Once you hit him with the zoom,
Oh,
man, it's over.
wow.
Man, once you hit him with the zoom, man, Lionel Richie, man, the greatest of all time. Luther Vandross only can hit one thing that She Loves Me Back record. That's it. That's the ghetto record. But man, Lionel Richie the best, hands down, man. Like it's just like you should do a Prince versus Michael Jackson, because I wonder why Prince never got bigger than Michael Jackson. You know?
Prince made his impact, and some would say bigger in different areas. You know, that's a very hard debate. I saw both of them live, and truthfully, when Michael Jackson came on that stage, woo!
All right.
Shit was different.
But why
Shit was
why
different.
Michael Jackson have a title but Prince don't? Michael Jackson is the king of pop. He beat Elvis, everybody.
Right.
But why Prince never got the same celebrity status like Michael Jackson?
I would give the nod.
They both was a girl, run girl.
Hang on. I would give the nod to Michael Jackson. However, Prince, as far as musicianship, he showed all white people who was boss on that fucking guitar. He was on stage with Tom Petty and the rest of them. Prince pulled his dick out. Pause.
All right.
He pulled his dick out.
All right. That's the only fairness you can say to Prince. He could play. He could play the piano. He could play the guitar. He's very instrumental. But Michael Jackson was, like you said, was just an entertainer. Like, he knew how to dance. He knew how to rock the crowd, and you know what I'm saying. Like, he just different. But he never made. Like, he never surpassed Michael.
Okay. So I don't want to keep going into the Michael and Prince category. I want to keep it on Luther Vandross and Lionel Richie.
Of course, but like I said, hands down, Lionel Richie.
Okay.
Lionel Richie could hit him with the Zoom.
Okay.
He could easy like Sunday morning.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
could hit you with the Sail on Me, Sail on You.
Oh.
You know,
Huh.
yeah, that's what I say, man. Lionel Richie, man, and I'm 40 years old, man.
Okay.
Lionel Richie been before me, and when you go back to the oldie goldies, man, Lionel Richie hands down with the Commodores, man. He a different breed.
Okay. So I got to check out the callers. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel like talking. Just bear with me here. What year did Endless Love come out with Diana Ross? Two hearts beating our life has just begun. I want it there. 1981. Now, 81 was a hell of a year because Luther Vandross in 81, Luther was fucking lit. Change. Searching, so long. Right? That was more so R&B, you know. But Endless Love with Diana Ross and Lionel Richie. I think Diana Ross has been curving Lionel Richie for like a couple of decades. She won't perform that song with him. Anybody at speed on that? The fuck's up with Diana Ross? Gangs of Love got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. He says, Straw, put both of them up against Smokey Robinson. Oh, wow. That's a hell of an argument. Smokey laid a foundation, clearly traveled during a time when, you know, there was still segregation and, you know, they wouldn't let blacks and whites be together in the audience. Smokey's a fucking pioneer. And I liked a lot of his solo work as well. Thank you for your donation, Gangs of Love, okay. Rondell got your donation. Fuck a fan. So yeah, man, that guy called pick on interrupt the show, talking about something with my content. Nigga, I'll give you a copyright strike. Fuck out of here. Thank you for your donation. James got your donation. James, I like to move forward, man. I don't want to bring back things that I used to do, sound effects, applause buttons. I appreciate you. We used to have the bell, bing, 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 bing. I like to move forward, man, but thank you for your donation. That stuff will be in my documentary, okay? I appreciate you. KJ Dollars got your donation. Good riddance, Keefy D. Oh my goodness. The video with Keefy D being arrested, right? He's walking, taking his, I guess, morning stroll, out there in Las Vegas somewhere, maybe on the outskirts. I don't know. And you know, he doesn't resist. They cuff him. He's talking about he's thirsty as hell. Can he have a sip of water? They put him in the back of the goddamn police vehicle. This nigga starts talking all right. The guy, the cop driving said, what they got you for? He said, biggest hip hop story. All right. Damn, old nigga, shut up. You know everything's being recorded. Shut your whole ass up. Cloud chasing like a motherfucker, huh? But thank you for your donation. I just wanted to mention that. John Flowers got your donation, a little flavor. Oh, okay. John, you can always call in and promote your platform if you want to, man. I appreciate you. Where is area code 770? GL, I don't see you. Are you on the line? Where is GL? Area code 310. Good evening. Are you there? Friday night, we're going off the rails. 3, 1.
Hey, Star.
Hey.
Hi. Hey, Star. This is Jennifer from California. How are you?
Hey, Jennifer, what's cracking? Girl, good to hear from you.
Star, how can you put a chair, is still a chair, against I'm like to fly
Away!
How can you do that? Like, you know, when you first said it, I said, okay, I have to think about which one of them has ever made me cry. Who brought a tear to my eye? And first it was Lionel, and then I had to think about every time I saw Luther in concert, and I've seen him at least 6 times back in the day. I had so many guys taking me to see Luther. It was ridiculous. He made me cry as well, so I just don't even know. I don't know. But I think I'm gonna have to possibly go with Lionel.
Okay, now, I'm going with Lionel Richie. However, Luther Vandross, 8 Grammys, Lionel Richie, 4 Grammys. Lionel Richie, the first person to ever get a diamond plaque, RIAA certified. He set the fucking model for that, okay? First person.
No,
But
I don't know.
hang on, but Luther Vandross, you know, if you're black.
I'm black.
I'm black. Okay. Do you know how many Soul Train awards, Luther brought home? So, we talking Soul
I don't.
Train, huh?
I don't know.
The Grammys, the American Music Awards, all of that's hot. But Luther Vandross, nominated, going back to Give Me the Reason, So Amazing, Here and Now, Power of Love, Heaven Knows, Dance with My
And when his
Father.
voice would come out, it would come out just so smooth. I mean, it was one of the smoothest voices I've ever heard. Just seeing him live. I never saw the Commodores or Lionel Richie live, but I loved them. But
Hollywood Walk of Fame.
experience.
Hang on. Hollywood Walk of Fame. Luther Vandross, break yourself if you're black. You're black, come on.
Yeah. I can't. But I'm black, and I'm gonna go with I think I'm gonna go with Lionel.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Lionel. I just wanted to say that, and I also wanted to say, I know how you were saying that you thought KBD had, like, what is that foot thing, like some kind of
Gout, scurvy.
yes, gout. I think that they had shackles around his ankles. Because when he was walking from
And he was hobbling.
down the street before he got arrested, I don't think he was walking like that.
He was hobbling. Well, you see, to my knowledge, I don't have gout, scurvy, none of that shit.
No, I don't.
Well, when the gout kicks in in between your joints, it's usually from sitting too long or being in a certain position. You saw Keefe when he was walking in the morning. So yes, he was getting that exercise in to alleviate the pain of the gout combined with the medication. And this, I'm guessing, I don't know, but that nigga looked bad when he was in the courtroom. He looked bad, right?
Oh yeah, no, he looks very bad. Sometimes when I look at men that are in, the same age range as you, some of them just look like they have been ran over by a fucking car. Or like they don't even know what a vitamin is, or they don't know, they just I don't know, it's just that kind of sad to see, like, they just don't take care of themselves at all. They don't go to the doctor, they don't use moisturizer, I don't know, I can't.
Discoloration in the bottom lip. Oh.
That's the blackest lip I've ever seen, yeah. But I don't want to talk about that man. I'm just saying, I just think that some men need to learn how to take care of themselves a little bit better.
Well, you know how a man can achieve that, yes? Or that good living.
Oh, of course, with the right woman.
No, to be single. That good living.
No,
hang
because the
on,
woman
hang
will
on.
remind you to go to the doctor, she'll
No.
buy you all the facial things you need.
No. Come on, I'll let you speak and then I'll finish. Come on.
Okay, I'm gonna say this one last thing. For you to like so many love songs, and you know all these songs, and you're so romantic with all the music, and you don't even want to be in a relationship. I think
I am in a relationship.
Oh, wait.
I am in a relationship.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Okay, I've been listening to you for a long time, and I
She's
hear
on
you
the
say
screen
you're
right
dating
now.
people.
No, here she's right
I
now.
hear you.
She's on the screen. Look at the screen.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, congratulations.
Her name is Asia.
And I enjoy talking to the star.
Her name is Asia. She sits on my desk.
Oh, no, I know you guys talking about that little silly head you have. I've seen that thing. It kind of scared me.
What?
No.
Hang on.
I don't like that.
With all due respect, I truly believe that I am still living this good life because I don't tolerate stress. I don't have someone deep frying food for me. I don't have someone putting gravy on the rice. I don't have someone, reminding me of something that is, not necessarily something I need to do. I like women. I like women. I'm heterosexual. However, I have to preserve my strength, my energy, and I can't be stressed. That's, if you ask me, one of the keys to my longevity. Now, it doesn't mean I won't die of a fucking massive heart attack or some shit like that, but right now, at my age, I don't take no medication, no vitamins, none of that shit. Go ahead and finish up, darling. I appreciate the call. Finish up.
All right. Well, I don't take any medication either, and I'm happy for you, and I enjoy listening to you, and thank you for taking my call.
Thank you, darling. Have a good night. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Fly yourself out to Jersey. I won't fly nobody out. I see what you're working with. I appreciate the call. Here and now, I promise to love faithfully. Lionel Richie is my guy, no ifs, ands, or buts, but I think this is a very, very close fucking battle here. Luther Vandross versus Lionel Richie. Oh, and in case some of you don't know, a lot of you, probably sure you never heard of this. Back in 1988, Lionel Richie's then wife, Brenda Harvey, who he married in 1975. That was his college sweetheart. In 1988, Brenda Harvey went to the apartment of Diane Alexander, Lionel Richie's white jump-off in Beverly Hills. And Brenda Harvey showed out, got the whooping on him, whooping on the jump-off. She was arrested, charged with corporal injury to a spouse, resisting arrest, trespassing, vandalism, and battery. Oh, piece of history there for you, okay? Where is 770? This person sent in a nice donation. Good evening, we're going off the rails. DJ Envy accused of payola. Are you up to speed? Is this GL?
This is GL Star. You're 100% correct about the key to longevity.
Yeah. Let's talk about it. Come on.
No,
Come on.
no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I mean, at the end of the day, even if there's top chicks who are still out there competing in the field, still want access to women's field and make sure that you're your best self.
Sir, your phone sounds a little muffled. Can you make some adjustments? I want to hear what you're saying. It's a little muffled.
Yeah, I said, you know, at the end of the day, as a single man, you're still out in the field competing. You want access to women, so you're gonna make sure you're in the best shape possible.
Yeah.
Once you get married, I mean, you slow down. You really start catering to someone else. You start eating what the hell they cook or what they don't cook. You know, eating a lot of this trash, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And you don't put yourself first. You know, as a man, you got to put yourself first, whether you're single or married. But married men, you know, they're the last on the totem pole.
Yeah. You know, bitch, stop putting cheese in the eggs. I told you poached eggs or eggs Florentine. Bitch, stop.
Man, cheese is the downfall of this society. We put cheese in the dish.
Stop with the marmalade on the biscuits, bitch. Stop with the fucking
marmalade. Speaking of marmalade, man, your Lionel Richie versus Luther Vandross, man, you gotta go Lionel. Hands down. That's not even close.
Okay.
I mean, you just from a longevity standpoint, from the Commodores up until today, I mean, Lionel's held it down. And, you know, he actually changed genres. I mean, when you're talking Commodores, man, you're talking just some straight stuff there, you know, up into this pop stuff that he did in the 80s and stuff. So, I mean, Luther had a run, don't get me wrong, but Lionel Richie hands down.
Okay. I appreciate the call, man. And hang on a second now, you're a single man?
I am, yes, definitely.
How old are you?
Marriage is not, I'm 50.
Oh.
Yeah, marriage is not the card, man. You know, I'm at my peak right now, to be honest with you, for my earning potential.
Yeah.
And just, you know, how I live my life right now. I would love to be married, but, you know, I spoke to him the other night about the whole Papoose situation and stuff, but, you know, men still see marriage from a traditional, you know, role standpoint. Women don't. I mean, it's just, they're catered to, they change, they change what, you know, the female's role is in marriage. So it's just, you get married this day and age, man, you set yourself up for defeat.
Can I ask, do you take afternoon naps? Afternoon naps like that?
Of course.
Oh.
Absolutely. Sometimes I have a little honey come over.
How vital is that afternoon nap? I can't imagine somebody waking me up from the nap saying, "Can you drive me to my sister's house? She's got a problem." Bitch, I'm taking my nap.
That 45 minutes would change your life, man.
You mean an hour and a half? Call a fucking Uber. Call a Lyft. But get the fuck out of my face, bitch.
Absolutely right, man. Put yourself first, man. If you're thinking about getting married, don't do it.
Right.
Stop your game.
Yeah.
And thank you for taking my call, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you. If and when I get married, I'm going to do like Marlon Brando did. I'll marry the fucking housekeeper. She knows what to do. She ain't got it twisted. You know? Niggas out here. Do niggas still get down on one knee? Troll babies, do niggas still get down on a knee and then buy a Birkin bag? Bitch, I'll get you a pair of fish flops. That's it. You will not get red bottoms on my dime. You guys ever heard of fish flops? Hang on a second. Let me Google this. Hold on a second. What year did fish flops come out? Bitch, I'll get you some. Oh, there they go. Fish flops. Well, bitch, let's walk on, let's walk on the boardwalk. There you go. Fish flops. Get your pair of fish flops. Oh, I see Janet tapping in. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Janet, good to hear from you. Janet, don't say her name. Don't say her name, Janet. I got your email.
I won't, but I am, first of all, hello, how are you?
Hey, always good to hear from you, Janet. What's cracking? Let's go.
Okay, so I was calling in, so we're not going to mention her name. I don't know why, but I am so grateful. We should all be so grateful. I seen this earlier and I skimmed over it because I was doing a lot of paperwork. And I said, oh my God. And so when you mentioned it on your show, I went to look like more deeper into her and into what she had done. And like this Internet Archive, I mean, like, actually, that's her. That is her. Because that's the site I be on all the time when I'm doing a lot of research. Oh my God. And then the fact that she not only just takes the news, she takes events, shows, everything. And I know, like, back then, someone would have called her crazy if she was poor. But, you know, now they call her eccentric because, you know, her second husband was a millionaire. But my thing is, she had a reason. Something told her to do this. And she did all this information. They say, well, people would have it on a microfiche or something. No, we throw things away. So we are a consumable society that we just throw things away and they have no meaning. But when you look at things that are going on today, when they're going into the past and they're looking at different stories, and how, like take the thing with the Tupac. If you go on Internet Archives and you can see some of these things and some of these interviews and some of these things that were mentioned in these news reports that we just, you know, forgot all about. And it's like minute details that can make a world of difference. You understand what I'm saying? This woman is so important. So important.
Jen, I have to jump in for a second. The reason why I'm saying don't say her name is because they are trying to remove her, you know? If certain things...
No.
Hang on. Certain things, when you go to research her, something will pop up on the screen and say this is restricted content. I know this to be true. She recorded things, as you already know, as we've been discussing. Folks, Janet and I are talking about the woman's name on the screen right here. Google if you care to, if not, that's fine. You know, there are certain government efforts to suppress people like her who recorded information. Information is the most valuable commodity. So yes, they are trying to suppress her research, her work. And I'm glad that you called in because you do great research and you can appreciate her efforts. But I think that she is a person to be honored and remembered this evening. Go ahead, I just want to say that.
Yes, she is the librarian because, like I said, we throw things away and that gives people a chance to rewrite history. You understand what I'm saying? And they say, well, that's not important. It's in the past. It's gone. But what happened like 100 years ago is still valuable today. We're still reacting to that today. And so we need a source to go back to look at it and see it happening in real time. What actually happened?
Right.
Was it you know, you could change from a singular to a plural word. It changes the outcome, and we need to know. And I am so grateful for this lady. And like I said, I always use the Internet Archive. I have sent you articles from the Internet Archive.
Yeah. Easy, don't start snitching. Jack, don't start snitching.
Yeah, but it's very important that we know our history, we know who we are, not just as a race of people or a collective of citizens of a geographical location, but as human beings. It is important to know the human story. It is important that it is narrated and that it is told in its 100% truth, ugly or not, ugly, pretty or not. We must know the truth. And that way we can figure out what's going on and what's most likely will happen. You know, we cannot do that without.
Let me just say this again for those who don't know. She was born and raised in Philadelphia. This is a woman to be honored and remembered. Well, listen, Janet, I got to take other calls and shift gears, but can I get your opinion? Luther Vandross versus Lionel Richie. That's my showrunner. Janet, your thoughts?
I believe I'm going to go with Lionel Richie because I do not believe that Luther Vandross or Gladys Knight ever sung an original song in their life. I think everything they made was remixed from something else. And if you go further, I probably one or two original songs they got between the two of them. But no, like he's a great singer, don't get me wrong. Love his music. I think, I didn't know him, but he looked like he was a beautiful person to be around. But if you're going to come to talent with music, you're going to have to go with Lionel Richie.
Okay.
You know? All right.
I appreciate
Bye-bye.
you, Janet. Thank you so much for tapping and have a great weekend if we don't talk again. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Janet tapping in. If you're just now joining me, I've got so much respect for Luther Vandross. My second favorite band of all time, Chic. Luther Vandross, along with Fonzie Thornton, Alpha Anderson, Lucy Martin, and Norma Jean Wright. That was the soundtrack, you know, to me, maturing, you know, from a teenager to a man, that music, Chic. And Chic's music was not just disco. The jazz and the rock and roll that they started out doing, Bernard Edwards, Tony Thompson, you know, and Nile Rodgers. Great music, just want to say that, okay? Blade, I got your donation. Blade says, nigga star keeps his neon envies through. Thank you, Blade, for that message. And the reason why I don't do too much with regards to DJ Envy is because there's no personal score to settle. You know? Never mind rumors and gossip. Oh, we pay Envy. I don't care if you think that. Not you, Blade, but I'm just saying people in general. Tony the Closer came out and broke this story first, and then he pulled back, as you guys know, took his videos down. I picked up, you know, the mantle and started, you know, going hard in the paint, but my objective was to help people file lawsuits and then to talk to them about payola. That's it. I'm not looking for no credit. This is the work that I do, the Snitch Network. When I sit in front of those goddamn, you know, I don't want to go too much in detail. It's work, you know. Thank you, Blade. Lex Diamond's got your donation. Salute, fam. Bitch, I'm not going to your fam's house. It's a fact. Nah, bitch, I'm not helping you shop for your nephews and your nieces. Nah, bitch, I'm not bailing any of your family members out of jail, bitch. No, bitch, we're not having your second cousins, nephews, auntie come over on holidays, empty-handed, and then taking home fucking plates of food. No, we ain't doing that, bitch. We ain't doing that, bitch. Hold on a second, guys. I gotta promote some sponsors here. Nug, where are you? Nug, did you send me a new video? Pardon me if I didn't post it. Nug, I've been swamped, man. Guys on my showrunner, youtube.com/@That'sMyTake. Please go there to that man's channel, subscribe, tell him I sent you. Okay. Let me go to PayPal. Okay, donations. And folks, at the top of my live chat is the PayPal information. Okay. Alex, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in, sir. Okay. Naameen says, love what you're doing out here, star. Hold a second. Lionel Richie, all day, sipping on some blue. Oh, yeah, Blue Royal. Okay. We're going to get it cracking next week. I don't want to say too much right now, but thank you for your donation, Naameen. Okay. Sipping on some Blue Royal right now. Cheers. Hashtag Blue Life, okay? We're doing a rollout next week. It's going to be lit. Slaughter, got your donation. Love what you're doing out here, star, okay? Again, Blue Royal, okay? Cheers to the hashtag Blue Life. And blue is spelled BLEULIFE. Okay? Old Taku got your donation. CC Ryder was the first QB to throw over 4,000 yards. Did you watch John Reagan's? Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you for that donation. Yeah, I mean, earlier I was responding to someone, you know, clearly a younger person who was trying to say Joe Namath's stats in comparison to stats today. There is no comparison. But thank you for the donation. That was football. You guys play some type of, you know, flag football, you know, you tiptoe, you know, hey, penalty, roughing the passer. Back in the days, they would grab a quarterback and drop him on his fucking helmet. And the referees would just look at you and say, okay, you getting back up? What's going on? Luther Vandross versus Lionel Richie. Your thoughts, your opinion. Luther Vandross has passed away. In case you don't know, you should. 2005 to be precise. Lionel Richie still alive and kicking. He hosts, what is that? He's on one of those shows. Is it American Idol? I stopped watching that years ago. Nice guy. Well, both of them were nice guys when I met them. And I was very brutal on the microphone back in those days. So they showed me respect. They were not on my show. I met them in the hallway when they were on Kiss FM. And I was on Hot 97. So they were literally right across the hall. Salute to Isaac Hayes, Ann Tripp, Bob Slade. That was the morning show at that particular time. So whenever they would have certain, you know, guests, I would literally take a break from my show and then go out in the hallway just to meet people like James Brown, Tony Braxton, Stephanie Mills, Lionel Richie, Luther Vandross, and the list goes. Cameo. The list goes on and on and on, okay? I'm choosing Lionel Richie, but I'm showing a lot of respect to Luther Vandross, okay? If you care. My main topic, the credit dude is counter-suing Rashawn Casey, a.k.a. DJ Envy. This is a huge internet story. Again, salute to Tony the Closer and other people who are putting light on alleged payola. It's not just about paying someone money, it's about what is expected in return for gifts or utilizing the airwaves of terrestrial radio for promotion, you know? That's illegal. Again, people have gone to jail for this. If you yourself have paid DJ Envy or giving him anything in exchange, you may want to file an FCC complaint. Now is the time, okay? All right, phone lines are still open, and at the top of my live chat is the PayPal information if you just want to support the show. That is appreciated. Hey, Cousin Marcy, are you on the line? I don't see you, 909. Do you want to call back, or am I moving too slow? Hey, Tara. Tara says, a chair is still a chair. Luther for life. Okay. Okay. Okay.